Welcome to Combat Learning Video Reviews. Training Review. I already forgot the name of the whole program. Combat Learning Reviews? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Tell me. I'm going to apologize in advance. You might hear cars in the background. Today the weather is beautiful and I need to air my apartment out because my next door neighbor smokes so much weed that I can barely breathe. So I'm doing that because it needs to happen. Um, I don't know if this is going to have a preview. Maybe Substack will give me the option. Maybe Substack will do something automatically. So if you are watching this and you are not a premium subscriber, the rest of this episode at some point is going to be behind the Substack paywall. I encourage you, it's only $7. I encourage you to get on that. There's going to be a lot more where this came from. And this is actually take two because OBS software decided to have a hiccup last night after I recorded a fantastic previous version of this one, and it only recorded 5 minutes of it. For some reason, when I changed one of the scenes, it just decided to conk out. Yeah. So, oh well. I'll be sure to keep an eye. If you see me looking down a lot, it's either to look at the video so we can analyze it, um, or or to double check that it's actually recording. Trying to get this. I promise, guys. I am trying to get this out to you. I told you in an email like 2 days ago it was gonna launch. The paid next training review was gonna launch. It was gonna drop, and by God, I'm gonna make sure that it drops. And I just looked at it to check again because I just do not trust the system. But you will be happy to hear that I am slightly less of a Luddite because I feel like if I'm going to expect the big boys at the top of jiu-jitsu not to be sort of anti-science Luddites, that I can at least learn to use OBS Studio. So, all right, sign up. If not, I guess I'll see you on the next episode whenever a free one drops. Today, have a treat for you. I've been enjoying content from one Josh Beam. He gives me a real Sensei Seth kind of vibe, which I really like. Sensei Seth is one of, in my opinion, the only interesting martial arts content creators on YouTube. It's a little bit exaggerated, but there's like 4 people that are actually pretty good on a consistent basis. He did an episode some time ago with Craig Hutchison of Carpe Diem Jiu-Jitsu in Tokyo, Japan. So let me carefully switch over scenes here, and hopefully it doesn't stop recording. Well, there you go. It didn't stop recording. Excellent. Now we can go ahead. So I'm going to start and stop. We're going to listen to some stuff. I'm going to talk. I might talk a little bit over what's going on. Let me actually turn the desktop audio down so that I'm not competing. Okay. So hopefully this turns out. I'm going to be doing some commentary while it's running, and I'm going to be doing some commentary where I pause it because I need to get a point out in a little greater detail. This will be better, I think, than the first time I recorded it because I have a better idea of where things are and the beats I need to hit, but it's not quite as organic, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. I guess I'll be a lot more entertaining on the next one, but it's the content that matters, and there's some good content here. Accurate. Fantastic. A little nuance there. Really happy to see that from a guy who's pretty new to the space. Um, yeah, I'm impressed. Impressed with that. I'm happy to hear that. Very nice. Very nice of him to do. Yeah. Greg is the godfather of ecological approach for jujitsu in particular. He's not the godfather of the approach in general. Um, I know that Josh Beam presently knows that Greg didn't create the whole thing. But I don't, at this point in time, I'm not sure if he knew that this was actually not Greg's invention. A lot of people thought it was, and still do think he literally just made it up. Um, and he didn't. Although his specific application, he deserves credit for it. I mean, he has some major researchers been talking to him because they're impressed with the way he was able to apply everything. Let me skip down here. Let's start right here. You know what? Maybe we'll get right up to where the describing the game is. There. Yep. Yep. Clearly defined goals. Mm-hmm. You can add additional focuses to the task. I don't know that this is necessary. Um, just because you can make the games more specific doesn't mean you should. The name of the game is actually adaptability, an ability to solve a problem in a number of ways, get the same outcome, consistency of outcome, but with multiple different tools. Throughout the course of developing different tools, you will find yourself deep diving into particular strategies and tactics to understand them much better. And then over time, those attractors are going to flatten out. But I don't think it is necessary, actually. This is already a pretty specific game. It's a lasso um, kind of guard thing, and it can be very difficult to get past that top leg during the pass. I think that's specific enough if you're trying to learn how to deal with that problem from this position. I think this is better for retrospective instead of like imagining what's going to happen. Do the thing first and then reflect on it afterwards. That's where you get the real benefit of this kind of analysis. Yeah, he's just talking about what he's going to do. Like, just do it, bro. Just too much, man. You can't focus on all that.